The views or opinions expressed in this video are solely my own and do not necessarily reflect those of any other person or company.
Well, hello again, good people. Today I'm at the French airfield Vesoul-Frotte, which is Lima Foxtrot Quebec Whiskey, and I'll be flying the Zlin Z-142 light sport plane and aerobatic trainer. 142 was built by Morovan Aviation in Czechoslovakia and first produced in the late 70s. This Model 4X plane has been produced by PWDT in collaboration with NHAdrian. Yes, that's the same person who made the excellent mod for the Coronado Cessna 152. This is a freeware aircraft with undoubted payware quality, and I'd like to thank the team for giving it so generously to the community. The model features 4K PBR textures, F-mod sounds, custom animations, built-in live brain effect and much more. The aircraft is provided with 6 liveries as well as a blank texture for talented artists. Okay, we'll have a look at the external animations as well as being able to check the content of the fuel tank. You can also open up the engine and open up this flap here to take the battery out to check its charge. We'll put it back in, of course, because we're going to need it later. There are lots and lots of animations with this aircraft, and it's best to have a look at the documents that come with the aircraft to check to see what there is. Okay, inside it's beautifully rendered. It's you can see it's not as pristine as a new aircraft, but it's not so beat up either. All the textures are really beautiful. Have a look at that leather. That looks fantastic. Okay, in the back here we have a tank which I believe is filled with oil, which is pushed into the exhaust to produce smoke. This is an aerobatic aircraft after all. Okay, the sun blinds can be moved. Look at that, that's fantastic. It's concertina. It's great. You open the cockpit by turning this handle and it should go forward. It does. Lovely. Okay, let some fresh air in. This really has been well done. Okay, on the left-hand side, if we click the folder here, we get the setup panel. And it's got various sections on it which allow you to do things. This is the configuration, so you can hide the crew and do the window reflections. That's the instrument layout. This is the functions, so you can open and close the cockpit there. This is the payload section, and you can change the content of the tank with these sliders. Okay, here is you can change it from metric to imperial, and here you can configure the views for your keypad. With the instrument layout, you can either have the modern GPS navigation instruments, or you can have the original Eastern Bloc type of instruments, which I'll be using today. You can also have an Arresti card holder. There it is. You can put your different cards in, such as the startup and bits and pieces like that, and the walk around. But you can have your own cards, make up your own cards, and put them in the Arresti folder, which is inside the aircraft folder, which is very good. Very useful. And when you finish with it, you just click here and it goes back into its folder. Okay, I think we're ready to start. Oh yes, you can also put stickets to cover up the instruments. Which is useful when you're doing a bit of training and you want to pretend that the instruments have failed. Okay, so I think I'm ready to start the engine. So first thing is to turn on the fuel tank, the accumulator, generator and starter and the flight instruments. Then we push the compressor to on. There we go. And main switch on. Magnetos to both. And then press the starter switch. There we go. Okay, we'll let it settle. And now you can turn on the radios and your position lights. Great, I think we're just about finished, so put on your headphones and we'll get going.
Assault Tower, holding short, 08, Sierra Golf Yankee.
Sierra Golf Yankee, backtrack and line up on 08.
Backtrack and line up, 08, Sierra Golf Yankee.
Sierra Golf Yankee, you're clear for takeoff on 08.
Clear for takeoff on 08, Sierra Golf Yankee. Okay, 1 notch of flaps. It'll take off around about 90 kilometers an hour. Let's go. Okay, we'll get some height and then we will try a stall. Lift the nose, throttle back. Okay, that was very docile. Quite unexciting, in fact. So of course this is an aerobatic aircraft, so we'll do a little bit of aerobatics. We'll do a half loop, see what happens. And up. Okay, made myself a little bit queasy there, so I think it's time we went back to the airfield, have a nice cup of coffee. Okay, get ourselves lined up with the airfield.
Sierra Golf Yankee, you're cleared to land on 08.
Clear to land runway 08, Sierra Golf Yankee. 2 notches of flap for landing. Okay, let's turn around, backtrack down the runway.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this short review of the Zlin 142 as much as I've enjoyed making it. The aircraft is definitely one I'll be keeping in my virtual hangar. This is payware quality, what's not to like? Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.